So,
okay,
here we go. The third in the series, I really enjoyed Riddick.
Oh, I only ever watched the first one of those.
Pitch Black.
Yeah.
Chronicles of Riddick was garbage.
Yeah,
and then Riddick was just like it was like a surviving the game like action movie. And it was it great? No, but was it sci-fi? I enjoyed the hell out of it. So that was kind of my list. This one I feel like you're gonna have a lot to say about. Dune.
Now,
funny you mention that.
I love David Lynch.
But
fuck me, that movie's a mess.
I think that's what I like about it. It's so far beyond a mess. It's unbelievable that it got made.
Yes, it is. I
think
that's part of the problem. Like, what Lynch was making, they're like, oh, fuck, this guy's way weirder than we thought he was, kind of thing.
I read the book on the beach one vacation, and I was like, this is really, really good. I like it. It's muad'Dib. And there's all these great things. And then you watch the movie, and it was in 1984. It's a hot mess. It didn't help that David Lynch was driving this particular train.
Yeah.
I guess you don't drive a train, but steering the ship is a better analogy. But you watch it now. Two things come out to me. Is one, if you're drinking, trying to figure out what's going on is amazing, because I've watched it like 6 times now, and I've read the book. I still don't know what's going on.
And that is part of the fun of a David Lynch movie. It's trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
It's fantastic. And two, Patrick Stewart looks exactly the same now as he does in 1984.
Oh, doesn't he have a little
yes
shitty mustache?
I'm 34 years old, and the guy looks the same.
Yeah.
When I was born to now, he hasn't changed that much. He's impervious to time. What I'm more interested in is the fact that they're remaking Dune.
I'm very excited for the remake of Dune.
And the director is, I'm going to butcher his name, Villeneuve?
Yeah, Denis Villeneuve. Yeah, he makes fucking great movies.
Unbelievable. If there's anybody, and plus you can make Dune now because you have the special effects to perhaps make it kind of coalesce.
Yeah,
so it's just,
and he's splitting it up into 2 movies, which is essential. There's so much story. Yeah, it's
so much better.
It's 2 movies.
Okay,
there's so much in Dune. Like, you can't just cram it all in.
Have you heard about who they're casting?
I've heard of few.
One of the villains, Baron Harkonnen, Stellan Skarsgård.
I love Stellar Skateboard.
Skateboard, and then his like nephew henchman, whose name I can't remember, but like Herod or whatever, I can't remember his name, but he's a big oaf lumbering guy.
Yeah,
Dave Bautista.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
From Guardians, and
he's in that Blade Runner movie.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for that.
I know Oscar Isaac's going to be in it. I can't remember who he's playing.
He's playing.
He's in everything.
He's playing Duke Atreides.
Oh, okay. Well,
like the father, which is interesting. So,
yeah.
Next one at the bottom of my list is like kind of shitty, but only I like it.
Sure.
Doom.
I've never seen that because, as I mentioned, I've seen very few. I've seen a couple Rock movies now.
The Rock, Carl Urban, Rosamund Pike, battling a portal to hell. There's an entire scene that takes place in first person.
Yeah,
but it's all like kind of shitty early 2000s CGI. So it's
it The Rock or is it somebody else?
It's Carl Urban. He's your hero.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay. This is pre-Rock taking over.
Yeah, this was one of the Rock's. One of his. He wasn't.
Did he have hair?
He had a buzz cut. So not really. He played a Marine sergeant. I know that's that's a hard stretch of casting. But then the other one at the bottom of my list right now, Predators. That's the one with Adrian Brody as your badass. And he weirdly...
Walton Goggins.
Yep.
Fucking love Walton
Danny
Goggins.
Trejo, very briefly.
Trejo.
Larry Fishburne's in that movie.
Larry Fishburne, fucking Topher Grace, randomly.
It's a star-studded cast, frankly.
Yeah.
That Russian guy whose name I don't know, but he's the Russian guy and everything. I'll have to pull him up later.
Oh, I don't remember.
In it. He's, God, what else has he been in? I'll pull him up and you'll be able to be like, oh, him! He's like Ukrainian or some shit. So that one, I like that one just because it's everyone gets dropped on a planet, you don't know what's happening, it's not Earth.
It's a fun movie.
It's a survival movie. It's to me, that's the closest to the original Predator that it's been.
That's what I was going to say. It's probably the second best Predator movie.
I haven't seen the most recent.
Yeah.
The Predator.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either.
But I don't have high hopes.
Yeah.
I just don't have high hopes about anything, though. That's fine.
Predator 2 is fun, but like, I don't remember what year that movie came out, like 91 or something. Like, I saw that movie like when it first came out on
The original Predator?
No, Predator 2, the Danny Glover one.
Yeah, it would have been 91.
That's a hard fucking R, man. And I watched that movie when I was way too young to watch that movie. I was just like, oh god.
That's just on the other side of an X rating.
Dude, that movie is fucking bloody as shit.
Yeah, and it's got Gary Busey's face in it.
Yeah.
The abuse was loose in that movie. Okay, so now we get to the ones that I actually do enjoy.
Real quick, did you say which alien did you have? Aliens?
Aliens.
Cameron?
Yeah, I like the action-y more than I like the like horror.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
they're very different tone.
Yeah, something about a group of hard grizzled space marines that also Bill Paxton is there. We're screwed, man. We're screwed. Michael Ben is in there too, so
Bean?
Sure. I just like saying I like pronouncing a hard I. Ben. Spaceballs.
Oh, I didn't even think about Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. I like a movie that makes fun of Star Wars movies. I don't know. I don't know if that counts, but it's funny to me and I like it.
Yeah, that's another one I haven't watched in a while.
Only one person would dare give me the raspberry jam. Lone Star. Rick Moranis. He does the Lord's work in that movie.
Rick Moranis is so good. John Candy is so good in that movie.
No.
Bill Pullman. See, you can't go Bill Paxton to Bill Pullman. That's going to confuse me.
Bill
Pullman.
Bill Pullman.
Yes.
Yes, obviously. Ooh, this gets tough now. Star Trek Generations. That's the one with the old crew. That's the first Next Generation movie.
Yeah, but it transitions good. Yeah. And Roddy McDowell's the bad guy. Or not Roddy McDowell, Malcolm McDowell.
Man. Roddy McDowell. Yeah, Malcolm McDowell's the bad guy. There's a lot of Whoopi Goldberg in that movie, but
I always liked Whoopi Goldberg on
as Guinan, she works.
Dude. Yeah, she really does.
She just works. I wanted to maybe go with First Contact because that movie was the first. That was a really.
That is a better movie.
I think it is a better movie. However, Generations. Picard goes back in time to get the only other person he can possibly trust, Captain Kirk. Is this and to see Bill Shatner in the mid-90s like throw a punch is pure gold, and I deeply enjoyed it. So that was probably that's the one I remember watching the most. The Star Trek ones.
That is a good one.
You're right. First Contact's probably better. There was that one with F. Murray Abraham that I can't remember the name of.
Oh yeah, that one's.
And then Insurrection was that one, and then there was the last
Borg Queen one. What's the Borg?
That was
Queen
First
one? Is that First Contact? Yeah.
There was the one after that with the Romulan Empire who had a clone of Picard played by Tom Hardy.
That's right. That's bad.
It's not great. Nemesis was the name of that one.
Nemesis, yeah. What is there one with Eric Bana? Which one's that?
That was the new version of the Star Trek. That was the J.J. Abrams remake.
Was it?
It was Star Trek Lens Flare.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
It's not really Star Trek though. It's more just like space opera shit. Like Star Trek is like more grounded, not really great. Yeah, but kind of grounded. It's more like serious. It's not like fucking pew pew shit. You know.
There are literal pew pews in that one.
Yeah.
The J.J. Abrams first Star Trek. I don't know what my favorite part about that is the fact that he lens flares every single scene.
It's insane.
It's like that other thing. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
And the actor playing Kirk's father in the prologue of that movie, Chris Hemsworth, Thor.
Is it? I don't
no long hair, no beard. He looks super young. You're like, oh wow, it's Thor, everyone. So Generations gone, Sequel's gone. So top two, Stargate.
I do love me some Stargate. Yeah, I totally forgot about that one too.
Kurt Russell and
Kurt Russell's a prick in that movie.
Kurt Russell and
James Spader. Non-pervert James Spader.
Non-pervert James Spader.
The only movie I think I've seen him in where he's not a fucking sex fiend.
He's like lovable.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Happenstance, I believe. That one I really, really enjoy. And
That's a good movie.
I also like the TV series.
I never watched any of the TV shows. Chrissy did. I think she was into them.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. If you put a space show about Stargate together and your lead is MacGyver, I'm going to fucking like. When I see Richard Dean Anderson, I don't think MacGyver. I think he's Colonel O'Neill. It was good. I like that one.
Yeah, that is a good movie.
But my number one is Serenity.
Yeah.
The closeout of the Firefly.
The Firefly,
TV show. And I know I don't know if that's a cop out or whatever else, but I really, really enjoy that movie. The villain is, and I can't pronounce his name, but God, black actor, 12 Years a Slave, American Gangster.
Oh, dude, I can't say that.
Doctor Strange. Martian, Wally Chodafor. I can't.
Yeah.
It's literally. You could teach me for a week how to say it.
It's an impossible
Day
name.
8, I'd fucking forget it.
Yeah.
All I know is he's amazing at it.
Yeah.
But between him and the entire cast of just Firefly, I love that movie. I could watch it anytime.
Yeah.
It's funny. I like it. It closes out a TV series I loved. But that being said, if you're talking about space TV series, then it would be... That's my favorite type of space stuff.
Yeah, that show's a lot of fun. I didn't watch that show when it was first on. I
Oh,
came in
neither
a
did
little
I.
late.
No.
I've never watched any...
Joss Whedon?
Fuck's sake.
I wanted to let you hang for so much longer.
I never watched any Joss Whedon shows when they were actually on TV. I always watched them like years after the fact. Like I watched through all of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel, but I didn't do it until like 2006 or something.
Wow.
And then I was just like, I had a lot of free time.
That's a weird...
I'm gonna go back and check this out now.
Did you have some 90s whiplash off of that?
Oh, it was very 90s, yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, it held up well enough. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah,
Angel was way better than I expected it to be. So,
What the fuck was that guy's name?
David Boreanaz.
There it is. Him.
Yeah, it was bad.
Okay. I'm not going to sidetrack us for too much longer here, but except I will. Do you have an outer space TV show that you champion?
Let me think. I don't know. Rattle some off because I can't think of. I like a lot of sci-fi.
Got your Battlestar Galactica.
I never watched that.
The remake's especially great.
Yeah, I hear that, but I hear it like falls off.
No.
At the end.
Hard to disagree.
No.
That's all great.
Yeah, I've never watched it.
Altered Carbon. A lot of that takes place on Earth.
That's on Earth. I like that show a lot more than I thought I was going to. It's a lot of fun.
It's so good. The best.
It's like dumb Blade Runner. That's what I call it. It's dumb Blade Runner because Blade Runner is really heady and cerebral, and Altered Carbon is just like clones and shit. And
I don't like calling it dumb Blade Runner. I'll say it's a weekday Blade Runner.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like a bottle of Malbec that's like $9, and you're like, well, it's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So sure.
That show's a lot of fun.
That show's great. I mean, obviously, your Star Treks, you have your...
I do love... I never really got into original series Star Trek. It was always Next Generation for me.
Absolutely.
I did like the Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
It was good. It was like like after a while it was like serialized. Like they had like an overall season arc, and I was like, oh, that's interesting because that's the kind of TV I like.
I suppose that's what you have
I love Red Dwarf.
I've never seen Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf is very British.
British? Really? Hard to believe you like a British TV show. There were the 97 seasons of Stargate SG-1.
Yeah.
5 seasons of Stargate Atlantis. 2 seasons of Stargate Universe.
Yeah, I missed that one too.
But if I had my pick, the best space sci-fi show is The Expanse.
Yeah.
It is perfect in every way I can think of, and also has Thomas Jane in it. He just wants his kids back.
Is that still on?
Oh yeah. Well, it actually got canceled by Sci-Fi after season 3, and then was picked up by Amazon. So It's all shifted to Amazon now. You can watch them all on Amazon Prime, and the next season will be coming out eventually. I can't recommend that show enough for everybody, regardless if you like sci-fi or not. It's just so good. You'd love it. But anyway, so there it is. So what's the next topic?
Well, what was that was your number one?
Yeah, I'll say Serenity.
Because I had Alien or Aliens. I could not decide which one I like better. It's one of those two is my number one for sure. My top 5 is not necessarily in order. I think 2001 is probably number 3, but Aliens, it's one of those two. I'm pretty sure it's Aliens, just because
check those corners.
Yeah, any issue I hear people have with Aliens is that it kind of makes Sigourney Weaver a mom. It makes her more traditional female role, because she's got Newt and she's
but she kicks so much ass.
She's still so bad. She is a mom, but
isn't she running almost the entire first movie?
No, I mean in the first movie she's just kind of hanging out. She's the only one that's kind of fucking realizing how serious their situation is.
Okay, but in the second one she's all right, I'm trying to warn you guys. I'm protecting the one person who's caught up in all this because the rest of you guys are assholes and Paul Reiser, fuck you. Yeah. And then when it comes down to it, she kicks major ass.
Yeah.
But all those other assholes couldn't do it. But.
Yeah. I do love when they're like towards the beginning where they're like mowing down aliens and it's just like stationary xenomorphs and they're just exploding.
HR
like, yeah, whatever.
Xenomorphs. But I love that they have I don't know if it's a bone to pick with aliens, but one part that always kind of stuck in my craw was they've seen the aliens, they know that the blood is acid, it cuts through everything. Yeah. And they're getting into the car and Michael Bean pulls out the, like...
Just call it Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean pulls out an old sawed-off shotgun, sticks it in the other's mouth, eat this, and pulls the trigger. Awesome. But you gotta know, like...
It's not gonna work.
Not gonna work, fella. But maybe he did know that and he doesn't care anyway. He's gonna save everybody by sacrificing himself.
Maybe.
So, but I was like, oh man, I wish he hadn't burned. And then he's just written off and alien cubed. And it's just not good. So...
How do you feel about further Alien movies like 3 or Resurrection, the Luc Besson produced one?
3, I never really liked Alien Cube because it was, again, it was just what you said. Ripley she's like written off as like, oh, she was infected the whole time, and then she jumps into the lava. Also takes place on a prison planet. It's not a very satisfying end of a trilogy.
I hear that like the Fincher director's cut is better, but it's still not great. It's still my least favorite David Fincher movie.
I was gonna say it's still gonna be Finchering in a genre that I don't really like him to be in.
Actually, I might like The Curious Case of Benjamin Button less than Alien 3 if we're talking Fincher movies.
Well, I'm operating the assumption that movie never happened.
Oh, that works.
So if I just say it didn't happen, it's like Rocky 5, which of course never happened. It went Rocky 4, and then
Creed,
Rocky, then Balboa, then Creed. Or sorry, Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
Or was it just Balboa? I can't remember. The one where he fought the boxer named Mason the Lion Dixon. That was an actual opponent.
God, that's worse than fucking Tommy Gun in 5.
Disagree. Why not have a predominant black boxer and make his name kind of racist? Mason the Lion Dixon.
Woof.
Was it Resurrection? Was that the one where
Resurrection.
She plays basketball and she's like a clone and kind of a weird killing machine?
Yeah. She's got part alien DNA.
You know what?
She practically breastfeeds one of those aliens.
That one's awful, but my least favorite part about that movie is...
That's written by Joss Whedon.
Yeah. He was still working out the kinks, I think.
Yeah, still figuring
Who was it? Was Winona Ryder in that?
Winona Ryder was the robot.
And she pulled something out of her arm, and it sticks with me to this day, and it creeps me the fuck out.
But it's got America's Caveman in it.
Oh, it does have Ronnie in it.
Yeah.
Ronnie Perlman.
So
maybe I need to go back and watch that. Maybe it's better.
That's another one that I saw like when I was young enough that I thought it was fun. But it's a terrible movie.
I didn't like Prometheus, and I wasn't really a fan of whatever the most recent one. The one with
Covenant.
Covenant. I kept trying to say the vice principal, but I can't remember. Kenny Powers.
Yeah.
From
he's pretty toned down in that movie.
Yeah, but he's still Kenny Powers.
Yeah.
I mean, he's wearing a goddamn straw cowboy hat.
Yeah, that he is.
So,
how do you feel about Alien versus Predator?
No matter who wins, we lose. AVP.
Yeah.
Was that the Antarctic one?
That was, the Antarctic one, and there's Requiem that takes in a suburban town.
Colorado, yeah. And had the guy from Rescue Me. I liked AVP better than I liked AVP Requiem. They're fine. If you get a Predator in a movie, I'm going to like it a lot better. But yeah, I'm going to say, wow, they've gotten a lot of mileage out of those two franchises.
They're a long-running series of comic books, too.
Really?
Alien versus Predator, yeah, that's the thing.
Jesus.
I just feel like they should make an Alien versus Predator movie without humans in it.
It's just all cackles and
yeah. You don't even need to subtitle it. I don't give a fuck what they're saying. Just I actually make it like the first 20 minutes of Saving Private Ryan with aliens and predators, and I'll watch it.
I also want a version of that movie where there is subtitling, but they also have downtime. So you have a couple of xenomorphs just hanging around in like a water cooler. It's like, poker. So what'd you do with your weekend? I went to the Xenomorph Depot. Got some of that slime for the walls. Talking about their errands. So that might be interesting. But yeah, I wouldn't mind a full-blown AVP like battle.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
So we have a lot more overlap on sci-fi movies than we did on ridiculous Cage movies.
But
really, there's too many Nick Cage movies. Like You pick your poison on that one, like
literally, some of them actually are poisonous if you ingest them.
Yes, they hurt.
All right, what's the next topic?
So my idea for the next one was favorite movie from the year you were born. What year are you born in?
84, so I might just say June.
Because I was born in 1980.
Favorite movie from the year you were born?
Yeah, 1984 came out in 1984. I'm gonna get a little meta with it. But I haven't really looked into what movies came out.
I think Terminator came out that year for me.
Well, there you go. You got your number one.
I was gonna say I got Terminator.
That's what's great about being born in the 80s. You got plenty of fucking options because
I'm sure there's some great ones in there. All right, I'll have to think about that. Wow, that's an interesting topic. I like that.
Yeah. Trying to do something a little different. So, like, which one was 1980? Is that Empire? Empire came out in 1980, so that's going to be on this list too.
Game over. Game over, man. Game over.
Yeah, that won't be my top one, but it'll be on there.
I hope your top one's something super obscure and it's like Chariots of Fire or some shit.
Let's see how it goes.
All right.
Next time.
Next time on whatever this is
whatever
called.
this is called.